Hi, everybody. Welcome to Burning Down the Far Hill, the Week 5 edition. I've got a lot of stuff to say and get into here, so we'll start with the recaps, and I will just kind of move on from there. So a lot of information here. I'm going to try and get through these recaps pretty quickly. So starting with, what do we got? El Resistencia defeating Team Blue Balls 182 to 114. What is it? Lamar Miller leads. Nope, check that. Yeah, no, Lamar Miller, 35 points, leads the way for El Resistencia. Congratulations on getting back in the win column. Sorry, they're Blue Balls. Your team minus Leonard Fournette didn't do so well. What is our 55% of your efficiency rating there on Team Blue Balls? That's Blue Balls special right there. Steel Curtain defeats Davis Dynasty 191 to 147. Wow, even 93% for Davis Dynasty on the efficiency, but nonetheless, 33 points from the Ghost Kicker to lead the way for Steel Curtain. Phillip Rivers was right behind him with 32 to lead the way. Running back issues there for Davis Dynasty. 5 total points for two running backs. Ouch, babe. We have that sinister guy from the internet defeating John Boy's Special People, 172 to 122. Alex Smith for 46 points to lead the way for the sinister guy who, after like Todd Gurley had 51. 51 from Todd Gurley. Yeah, so you take Todd Gurley, Alex Smith, and Darren Funches, which he all started, which is weird. Yeah, that's basic. Did that do it by 80, 126? Yeah, that did it by itself. Those three people beat John Boy Special People. That's all you need to know there. Stunt Bitches Inc. gets in the win column. 193 over to the Fat Bastard 103. 61% efficiency rating for the Fat Bastard. I get in a remarkable 85%. I'm excited. So, yep, get my first win of the year. Yay for me. And we have Irish Cop just dump trucking Bad Dog 190 to 78. The only person that showed up for the Bad Dog was Ezekiel Elliott, and there was a 0 in there and things. So, yeah, there's that. And then lastly, Misbehaved Pup with a walkover against Joneson, who could have scored 189 points, and I'm sure from the configuration of whatever configuration of his lineup, he probably should have beaten him, but opted to be undefeated and then not submit a lineup to get his first loss of the year. Weird. Okay, weird. All right, so there's my recap. So that gets me into kind of the league news portion of the show, starting with Joneson. Don't let this start happening again, because now you are the only person in the last few years that has just forgotten to submit a lineup. My brother had to call me at literally right before 1 o'clock to get his in, and he was looking at a completely different league, was the issues that he had. So I don't know what's going on. Submit your lineup. You might still be undefeated. You might want to win a belt or something, some money. You got to submit a lineup. That's why I have it, so lineups just don't carry over and you can just disappear. Must be active. Submit your lineups. So there's that. And then anybody that's wondering the events of the trade that went down today, and note that today is October 4th, Wednesday, and right now it's currently sitting at 1:30 p.m. as I say this. So just to let you know where I'm sitting on this whole thing, just because you might want to think, Jim, I don't know what you're doing, but as of 7:28 this morning, 7:28 this morning, Jim sends us a trade proposal over to Thomas. Thomas promptly accepts said trade proposal. Trade consummated at that point, and I just greenlit it. And Jim, I know you were pretty much wanting Dalvin Cook, and I can't think that you have not paid any attention to the Fantasy Football League in 72 hours. And that's even with the Lions playing the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday. The injury happened literally at about 3 o'clock on Sunday. Dalvin Cook, torn ACL. And then you still come back and submit this, and it's not like Thomas submitted it to Jim. Nope, Jim sent this to Thomas. So either Jim really wanted Dalvin Cook as a hold next year or whatever. I don't know what it is. trade went through. The basis for my whole thing is this. I'm not in the wussification of America here. I'm old school. You guys should know me. I'm old school. You learn your lessons by your failures. That's how I learned all my lessons. I made mistakes. You got to go through and correct them. Not rescinding this one. Do your homework. We're all busy. I've got a bunch of different leagues I'm in with Lauren running around and disc golf courses and disc golf. Do your homework. Check into each of these players. How you did not know Dalvin Cook didn't have an ACL injury is beyond me, so I have to assume you did know that and still went ahead with this trade. So trade went through. That's the end of the story on that. So I don't want to hear an email or text something with Brian. Oh, I didn't know. No. Do your homework when you submit your trades. That's all I'm saying on that. Now, with that being said, I will move on to Week 5's matchups. By selecting this button here, I will do that. So, I believe it's another divisional week here. And let's kind of run through it. Steel Curtain, who I believe is still undefeated. Steel Curtain 4-0 against Team Blue Balls 1-3. Steel Curtain clearly the favorite here by 7. It's an interesting score. So there's that. We have Davis Dynasty and El Resistencia. El Resistencia 3-1. Davis Dynasty 2-2. Middle of the pack. Both teams are 1-1 in the division. So a pivotal game there in the Homeboys division. In the Away Boys, we've got Stunt Bitches Inc. versus John Boy's Special People down there at the bottom of the division. So we'll square off. And then we have Fat Bastard and the Sinister Guy from the internet squaring off at the kind of the top half of the Away Boys division. Next up, we've got in the Outlanders, Jonesin hopefully submits a lineup because, could be leading division and is tied for it right now. But he's playing Irish Cop, who's 1-3. Congratulations to John Hansen for getting his W and get off the schneid this past week here. So Jonesin and Irish Cop. Then we got Misbehaved Pup versus Bad Dog. Is that play on the Bad Dog? Misbehaved Pup. And that brings me to another thing. Jim, why are you changing your team name every 4 days? The only reason I changed my team name because I lost 3 straight games and I deemed that worthy enough to change your name. And I just went back to an old name. You change it literally every 4 days because I get on here and you don't like me teasing you on said name. So now you've got the Misbehaved Pup, which is a pun on Bad Dog, I gotta think. And you're playing the Bad Dog this week, so I hope... never mind. So that's where we're at. So we're what? Quarter pole? We're at like the third pole of the fantasy season, so... That's what I got. That's all I got. I went 8 minutes here. I'm going to get out of here and stop rambling and bothering you guys in your lives and everything because everybody's got things to do, like doing research on players that you're attempting to trade for. Okay, I'm out.